your fiance right now, if he gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody, would you use it?
If it was Michael B. Jordan, yes.
Would you cheat on your man with your celebrity crush?
Yeah.
Yeah? You didn't even need to think about that one.
The Game. How many of them is there? The Game, Drake, Fredo, ooh, goddamn Esco, Young Eyes, Call Me.
Do you guys have a celebrity crush?
Yeah.
All of them.
Kehlani.
Oh, yes. Pedro Pascal. Mine too.
If he knows I exist, that's it for me.
Get to talk to him.
Yeah, kind of, maybe. Not really.
Emilia Clarke loves Matt LeBlanc.
Hi. Actually blushing.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Celebrity crush, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Would you cheat on your man with Justin Bieber?
I sure will.
A woman went to a concert with her boyfriend, right? She got caught on stage. And what happened next ended their relationship.
So a few months ago, a woman goes viral for posing like this as someone's fiance with the singer Chris Brown backstage at his concert. Of course, the men were dragging her left and right, saying that it was disrespectful. I mean, you couldn't even squeeze a quarter in between the two of them. But she's not done.
Well, we finally made it to the day. The day when I give up all my dreams on Chris Brown.
Because for about 90 seconds, standing next to a man she's never met, she was more emotionally present than her boyfriend has ever seen her. The video, it went viral. The internet, they tore her up. She went on interviews to explain herself, but the damage was already done because of what everyone watching recognized.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, having a celebrity crush is like you telling your partner you would cheat on them if the right person asks. Y'all not ready for that convo though.
The reaction wasn't really about her. It was about a feeling that a lot of people have been sitting with. The uncomfortable sense that the person next to them might be more emotionally invested in a stranger on a screen than in them. And that feeling, it used to be ridiculous. Celebrity crushes were just jokes. Posters on a wall. A name you screamed at a concert when you were like, 15?
Really listen to me, bro. This celebrity crush thing is getting out of hand, bro. Like when you're a kid and like you're a teenager, having a celebrity crush, okay, it's cool because you know that's regular for them. But once you get to a certain age, like you gotta realize like it's starting to get weird, bro. I was on the phone with this one girl and she said, it's only one dude I would cheat on my man with, and that's Chris Brown.
But something changed that. And it stopped being funny. Celebrity crushes used to have a built-in safety net, right? They had distance. The whole thing worked because everyone understood the rules. You could think a movie star was gorgeous. You could buy every album. You could tape their face to your locker. But there was an invisible wall between you and them.
I thought we knew each other for a second, crazy.
Happy holidays, Jay.
Mother ever, please.
Happy holidays, Just.
It's not gonna happen today.
Oh,
Do you know when?
And the wall was the point. You knew you'd never meet them. They'd never know your name. The crush, it was a fantasy. And a fantasy was safe because it could never be real. That was the deal. A kid in 2005 could be obsessed with celebrities, and it meant absolutely nothing about their future relationships. It was practice, a placeholder. You felt something big towards someone untouchable, and eventually you grew out of it, and you pointed that energy into someone real. Someone in a comment of a video about this put it like this. I always thought the point of celebrity crushes were that we knew it was never real. That was the old contract. And it held for a very long time. Then the walls came down.
If Drake DMs you,
I'm going.
Social media didn't just give people more access to celebrities. It gave them emotional access. There's a difference. Access means you can see them. Emotional access means they start feeling close. A celebrity in 2005 existed on the screen. in a magazine, maybe on a stage once if you were lucky. They were an image, a performance, something far away. A celebrity now posts their morning routines. They show you their apartment, goes live from their couch at midnight and talks to you by name, replies to your comments, reads your DM, cries on camera about their breakups, shares their anxiety, talks about their childhood. They're not on a poster anymore. They're in your pocket every single day, first thing in the morning and last thing at night. And after enough exposure, your brain starts treating familiarity like closeness, like a relationship. It's not a crush anymore. It's something that feels emotionally real, even though it's completely one-sided. The brain doesn't fully distinguish between someone who talks to you every day and someone who talks at you every day. Repeated exposure creates a feeling of knowing someone. So when a celebrity shows you their life consistently, their food, their moods, their fears, their bedroom at 1 a.m., your brain files them under people I'm close with, not strangers performing for millions. Parasocial relationship used to feel obviously parasocial. You knew the celebrity didn't know you existed. Now that boundary is blurry. They reply, they wave at your comments, they say your name on live. And the illusion of closeness gets so strong that it stops feeling like an illusion. The person feeling it doesn't always realize the wall disappeared. They just know the stranger feels closer to them than some of the people in their actual life. Some people fall asleep to a celebrity live stream more often than they fall asleep talking to the person right next to them. And nobody thinks that's strange anymore. Celebrity crushes used to be passive. You looked at a poster, you watched a music video, you daydreamed. The fantasy, it stayed inside your head and it never touched anything real. Now, the fantasy is interactive. You can comment and get a heart back. You can join a fan club. You can pay for a meet and greet where the celebrity puts their arms around you and looks into your eyes for a photo that costs more than your rent. You can go to a concert and get caught on stage and for 90 seconds feel like you're the most important person in that room. And some people are building their entire emotional week around those interactions, following every single post, watching every single live, talking about this person to their partner the way you talk about someone you're dating. There are men now whose girlfriends openly tell them that they would leave if a certain celebrity showed interest. And I'm not joking. They really wholeheartedly mean it. I would leave you for him, and you need to be okay with that. And if the guy pushes back, he gets called insecure. There are women now whose boyfriends can't stop talking about a specific influencer, sending memes about her, playing her music constantly, joining her fan club. And when the girlfriend says something, she's told she's overreacting. The behavior is the same on both sides.
That people will have these weird, creepy, parasocial relationships with someone that has never paid attention to them in their entire life, only because they find them attractive. Like, they're so obsessed with how this person looks. You don't know anything about them. All you know is that you are fantasizing about them. But again, you have a real life girlfriend, a real life wife, and you're willing to put that relationship on the rocks for a celebrity crush, like you're some teenager lovesick over America's heartthrob.
Celebrity crush is basically telling your partner you cheat if the right person asked. But that's not a conversation you want to have. When she's like, oh my God, I love Michael B. Jordan, she's publicly announcing her exit strategy. Like, if I say, yeah, Megan Fox is hot, she's just going to roll her eyes and say, you wish. But if she says Chris Hemsworth is so handsome, the room is going to get real quiet because deep down I know if that man so much as breathed in her direction, I'm single. And she didn't even laugh after. Didn't say, just kidding. She just said it like she already packed a bag.
Someone in a real relationship pouring emotional energy into a person who will never know they exist. And the person standing next to them, feeling it, feeling themselves becoming second place to someone who isn't even in the room. And for a lot of people, the celebrity stopped being the fun part of their day. It became the easiest emotional part of their day. The relationship stopped being the place they escaped to. The screen did. And this is where it starts affecting real relationships. Some couples now spend more time watching other people flirt online than flirting with each other. And nobody thinks that's worth talking about. Real relationships run on emotional attention. That's the currency. Not grand gestures, not expensive dates. Attention. The feeling that when you're in the room, the other person is actually with you. An emotional attention is limited. You only have so much of it in a day. It goes where your focus goes. So when someone spends 2 hours a day watching a celebrity's content, thinking about a celebrity, talking about a celebrity, engaging with a celebrity online, that attention has to come from somewhere. And a lot of the times, it comes from the person sitting across from them at dinner. It's not cheating. Nobody's calling it cheating, but it's something. A slow leak, a quiet redirect of emotional energy from someone real and towards someone who exists mostly as an image on a screen. And the person on the other side of that feels it. They might not be able to name it, but they feel the absence. They feel the distraction. They feel the difference between a partner who's present and a partner who is somewhere else, staring at someone they'll never touch, in a relationship that only exists in one direction. A lot of people now know more about a celebrity's daily life than their own partners in a real world. They know the creator's coffee order, but not what's stressing their partner out this week. It's because the algorithm makes the celebrity more available than the person next to them. A lot of this isn't about celebrities at all. It's about loneliness. People who pour emotional energy into a stranger on a screen are often people who don't feel emotionally met in the real life.
Unpopular opinion, but openly expressing your infatuation for your celebrity crush in front of your partner is not only wrong, but it's disrespectful, and here's why. When you sit there and say like, oh, the things I would do to her, oh, that's daddy, is literally telling your partner that if I had an opportunity, if they were in front of me, I would cheat on you. But everybody wants to downplay this because it's based on the consensus of the likelihood of you being in the same situation or being presented with that type of opportunity with that high status individual is nearly zero. The infatuation comes from looks or maybe some type of fantasy role they play. Last time I checked, there are plenty of normal people in your hometown, at the grocery store, at the bar, who are more attractive than that celebrity crush. So all that's telling me is at the right place, right time, and with the right person, they will consider cheating. But we want to be called insecure.
The celebrities start feeling emotionally safe. Someone who's always available, never disappointing, never complicated. Someone who shows up on your phone exactly when you want them and disappears when you don't. Real relationships don't work like that. Real people are difficult. They have bad days. They say the wrong things. They need things from you that aren't convenient. They don't always look at you the way that they did in the beginning. Some people feel more seen by a creator that has never met them than by the person sitting next to them every day. A celebrity never does that. A celebrity stays perfect because they were never real to begin with. Some people, they don't prefer celebrities because they're attractive. They prefer the kind of closeness a celebrity offers. Closeness that never asks anything back. That never demands patience, that never sees the parts of you that real intimacy eventually does. You may think that these people can't. It's not that its controlled closeness feels safer than the kind that actually requires you to show up. And maybe that's the most honest thing about this. The people who get lost in celebrity crushes aren't broken. They're not stupid. They're not disloyal by nature. A lot of them are just people who found something that feels emotionally easy in a world where real connection keeps feeling harder. Celebrity crushes were never the problem. People have always found other people attractive. That's human. That's not going anywhere and it doesn't need to. The thing that changed is the distance. A poster on a wall couldn't follow you into bed. A magazine couldn't DM you at midnight. A music video couldn't learn your name and show up in your feed every morning until your brain stopped registering them as a stranger. The wall between fantasy and reality used to be thick enough that crushes stayed harmless. The internet thinned that wall down until it disappeared. And now people are carrying emotional relationships with strangers because the closeness was designed to feel real. And maybe the strangest part isn't that people are emotionally attached to celebrities. It's that some of them feel more emotionally known by a stranger on the screen than by the person sleeping next to them. And that says less about the celebrity and more about what we stop giving each other. Thank you for tuning in with your girl, Remy. If you love what I'm putting out, like, share, and subscribe for more. And if there's a topic that you would want me to talk about, just drop it in the comment section below. Bye, guys.